Imagine if ChatGPT could not only give you answers but also actually do things for you, like update your work tasks, trigger automations, or connect with your favorite apps. Sounds exciting, right? Well, that's exactly what just happened. OpenAI has rolled out a big update. They have added full MCP tool support in ChatGPT's developer mode. Now, I know this might sound a little technical, so let me break it down for you. Earlier, ChatGPT could only use these connectors to read information from outside tools, like checking your calendar or looking at your project tasks. But now, with these updates, it can also write and take actions. That means ChatGPT can update records, change task statuses, or even trigger whole workflows on your behalf. And of course, with great power comes great responsibility. This update is powerful, but it also has some risks you should know about. So in this video, I'm going to explain everything for you. Now let's talk about the most important part. What exactly is MCP? Well, MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. Don't worry if the name sounds complicated. The idea is actually simple. Think of MCP as a common language or standard rulebook that allows AI models like ChatGPT to connect with other apps, tools, or databases in a smooth and organized way. Let me give you an example. Imagine you have ChatGPT and you want it to talk to your project management tool like Jira, or maybe your CRM where you manage customers, or even something like Google Drive or Zapier. Without a proper translator or bridge, ChatGPT wouldn't really know how to communicate with those apps. MCP acts like that bridge. It makes sure both sides understand each other perfectly. Think of it this way. ChatGPT is like the brain. It can think, process information, and give you ideas. But on its own, it can't really go out into the world and take action. That's where MCP comes in. It's like the translator or the bridge. It helps ChatGPT connect with other systems in a way both sides understand. Without this bridge, ChatGPT can talk to you, but it cannot speak the language of your tools and apps. And then you have the external tools, things like Jira, databases, file systems, or automation platforms like Zapier. These are the actual places where real work gets done. They hold your data, manage your tasks, and run the workforce that keeps businesses moving. So now let's talk about what exactly has changed with this new update. Earlier, as I explained, ChatGPT could only use MCP connectors to read information from outside tools, but it couldn't actually touch or change anything there. Now with this update, OpenAI has unlocked something much more powerful. ChatGPT can also write and take actions. This is available when you switch on developer mode. What does that mean in real life? Let's say you use Jira at work. Before, ChatGPT could tell you what tasks were open, but now you can actually ask it to update a task status, like moving it from to do to in progress. Or maybe you have a CRM system where you keep customer details. ChatGPT can now add new records, update old ones directly. It doesn't stop there. ChatGPT can also trigger workflows outside itself. For example, with tools like Zapier, you could tell ChatGPT to automatically send an email, create a new document, or start a chain of actions across different apps. This also means you can build multi-step automations like analyzing data, creating a report, and then saving or sharing it, all in one flow. But here's something important to know. This new power is not open for everyone just yet. It's still in the beta stage, which means it's being tested and improved. Right now, it's only available for Plus and Pro users who use ChatGPT on the web app. So if you're using the free version, you won't see it yet. Alright, now let's go step by step and see how you can actually use this new MCP feature in ChatGPT's developer mode. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds once you break it down. First, you need to switch on developer mode in ChatGPT. To do this, go to Settings, Connectors, then Advanced, and then Developer Mode. Once you find it, just toggle it on. Once you do that, come back and click on the plus icon, then click More and Developer Mode. After turning on developer mode, the next step is to add the MCP servers. Once your connectors are added, you will see that each one may offer multiple tools or actions. Now comes the fun part, actually using it in a ChatGPT conversation. Once everything is set up, you can simply ask ChatGPT to perform actions through those connectors. For example, you could type update Jira ticket 325 with status in progress. And instead of just giving you instructions, ChatGPT will actually connect to Jira through MCP and make that change for you. Now, before we get too excited, we need to talk about something very important, the risks and limitations of this new feature. Yes, it's powerful, but that also means it can be dangerous. if it's not used carefully. First, the security risks. Since ChatGPT can now write and take real actions, there is always the chance of misuse. Think of it like giving someone the key to your house. If you don't fully trust them, or if they make a mistake, things can go wrong. In the same way, if a connector isn't set up properly, ChatGPT could accidentally change or even delete things in your external systems, which could cause serious damage. Second, prompt injection attacks. This one is a little technical but very important. A prompt injection happens when someone hides sneaky instructions inside the text that ChatGPT reads. If ChatGPT doesn't realize and follows those instructions, it could end up doing harmful things through your connectors, like updating the wrong record, sending your data somewhere unsafe, or running a command you never intended. Third, access control. To stay safe, connectors should only have limited permissions. This means you should never give ChatGPT full control over everything. Instead, allow only the minimum actions that are really necessary. For example, let it update a task status, but don't give it the ability to delete entire projects. This least privilege approach keeps your system safe even if something goes wrong. Fourth, reliability issues. Not all connectors will work smoothly every time, right? Some might fail, some might respond slowly, and others might throw unexpected errors. Since ChatGPT depends on these external tools, its performance will partly rely on how reliable those tools are. Finally, this is for developers only. OpenAI has made it very clear this feature is designed mainly for developers and advanced users. It's still in beta, it's powerful, but it's also risky. If someone doesn't know what they are doing, they could accidentally expose sensitive data or even break something in their system. So in short, this new MCP write support is like giving ChatGPT superpowers. Used wisely, it can save a ton of time and automate real work, but used carelessly, it can create big problems. That's why it's important to understand both the power and the risk before turning it on. Now, I would love to hear from you. Will you be enabling developer mode and trying out these new MCP write actions? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more simple and clear updates on AI and tech.